At my fiance's work party, a girl he's been training pulled me aside to talk to me about the way he is at work. I've been with my fiance for 3 years, we're getting married in September. I've always had bad relationships, and I never thought I'd end up with someone who I could trust implicitly and not question their loyalty. I wanted it badly, but didn't think I would have it. For a long time now I've felt that trust with my fiance, and it's such a good feeling to feel so secure in our relationship and not be constantly questioning what we are or where I stand with him, etc. I know he's been training a new girl at work. He's told me a little about her, and I've just been so proud of him that he's moved up enough in his company to be training someone, that I haven't thought much of it. But at this work event tonight, I met the girl he's been training and she was pretty drunk. She came over to where I was sitting and told me she wanted to talk to me about my fiance, and I gotta admit my heart dropped a little. She started off by saying that there's a lot of weird people in their office, but that my fiance isn't one of them and she really appreciates that. She then went on to say that if he isn't talking about work then he's talking about me, and that he is head over heels in love with me and makes that evident daily. She told me how much she loves it when he talks about me, that it gives her hope she'll find someone like him someday. She said she's going through a divorce currently, after a very abusive relationship. She said she is so used to feeling objectified and sexualized, but that my fiance doesn't make her feel that way at all. She told me he doesn't look at her or any other girls in the office in that way, and that he is so respectful, encouraging and supportive, and just a breath of fresh air. She told me over and over how happy she is we're together, and my heart was just bursting the whole time. At one point, namely the beginning of our relationship, I would have felt so threatened by this. I wasn't secure enough in myself to hear things like this from another girl and not feel insanely jealous. But I was blown away tonight because I didn't feel jealous or threatened in the slightest. I just felt overwhelmingly proud of him for being the man that he is and glad that he makes his female coworkers feel safe. Yes, it's the bare minimum for a guy to treat a girl with respect. But unfortunately, guys don't always do that, in my experience. It makes me so thankful that he's mine and I'm his, and that he has such a good heart and soul. It makes me really glad to know that this girl is able to go to work and feel safe around him and know that he isn't going to sexualize her or put her in an uncomfortable position. I am proud of myself too for the growth I've undergone over the course of our relationship as well. Soon after we started dating, I went to surprise him at work and flipped out when I walked in and saw him talking to a girl in a proximity that I deemed too close. I cringe so hard looking back on it, but it's where I was at the time. We both had issues to work through and we've both gone through therapy, both together and individually, and I feel like we're at such a strong point now. The girl and I bonded over some shared interests and shared dislike of a few other people at our table, so I think I actually may have gotten a friend out of it too. And I know someone will comment that they're just going to ditch me and run away together, and that's fine if you want to think that, but I know my relationship and I am really happy, so just know in advance it won't get to me. I just hope this doesn't come across as bragging. It's absolutely not my intention. I just have had a few drinks and my heart's been exploding all night and I just needed to type it all out and get it off my chest, so thank you. The top comments. I braced myself for the worst when I started reading this and I was very happy with how it turned out. It sounds like you've grown a lot and moved past a lot of insecurities, which is admirable. I know how difficult that can be and you have every right to brag about it. When you're with someone you love completely, no one else ever seems to even come close to matching them. No matter how attractive they may be, they just don't hold a candle to the person you're with. It sounds like you have that with your fiance and I'm very happy for you. The second comment. I can respect a man that takes priority over his job and also undivided affection for the one he loves and knows to keep them separate but together at the same time. Funny enough, I had the opposite happen to me. I moved to a new job and was with a female worker while being in a 3-year relationship. They were long hours, she was married and I was thinking about marriage, and we both kept it incredibly cool. We talked about each other's spouses and had a nice work friendship thing going on, but definitely kept it at arm's length. Occasionally had to travel together, but literally nothing goofy happened in the slightest bit. My girl, however, and somehow felt threatened, and despite every assurance I could give her, and even during like couples dates we set up and having the female coworker talk so highly of her to her face through how highly I felt of her, she always thought something was goofy. Nowhere in any texts or calls or emails that she could find to back that up. Because we kept it professional. There were some days we both left work super late, or days when I came home and mentioned I ate something on the way home or was too tired for sex, which in her mind I guess meant I was fooling around behind her back. I still to this day don't know what I did to even prompt that idea fully. But she took it upon herself to find something else for that little extra spark during the times when I thought working hard to move up the ladder fast so I can go back to being stable again was the right idea. She got caught cheating, and during that entire time that was the furthest thing from my mind. Even during the times she was hooking up with whoever, all I was thinking about was making her happy and working overtime to get her all the things she wanted, because I got a huge raise from the job switch, but nothing good enough. So I'm so beyond happy to hear and see there are success stories about this that hit a little closer to home, and wish you two all the happiness and love in the world. The third comment. My husband and I work at the same healthcare facility, me only part-time. When I am there, the female residents tell me how much they love having my husband, how he's so patient and gentle and he listens to them. The staff enjoy his company and like working with him. For me, I used to be really insecure too and would think he's trying to woo the staff, but now having a husband other women trust is a huge compliment. He's the guy at the bar you'd ask to watch your drink. He's the guy you'd ask to walk you to your car. And I'm proud of him.